Hey guys, guess what? Greg here, special edition of the Vinyl Rundown. It's the Unboxing Mazzy edition. What does that mean? I got something in the mail today. Guess what? I won a prize. I'm a prize winner. I was recognized for my work in making a video. Mazzy. Thank you, Mazzy. Beautiful box here. And I will tell you about how I won this fabulous prize, and we'll tell you about Mazzy, why you should probably subscribe to Mazzy. I bet you have already, but just in case you haven't, Norman Maslov goes by Mazzy, and formerly of San Francisco, now of Seattle. We had a kind of a northern Southern California rivalry thing going. I'm Los Angeles, Dodgers. He's Northern California, San Francisco, Giants. But anyway, let's see. Where do we start? How did I win this fabulous prize? Well, he had a contest recently about Beatles covers. Covers of people who covered Beatles songs. Not the covers of the art, but the people who covered Beatles songs. And unfortunately, that contest didn't have as many entries as he wanted, and I won with my groundbreaking work on the Ruddles, and check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. Mazzy is a mega Beatle fan. I'm a big Beatle fan. I have most Beatle records, 2, 3, 4 copies of them. Came home from work today, my son was listening to All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. That's pretty cool. And then I saw a package on the table that had just arrived, so that's how I meant to open this video. Came home from work, 2 awesome things. George Harrison being listened to on vinyl by my son, college kid. Okay, guys, when is he going to shut up and open the package? I bet that's what you're saying. Well, but look how cool this is. He's got his own little Mazzy stickers on here. That's a picture of Mazzy, I guess. Yeah, got the hat. Well, it does have a Mazzy hat. Would that be a Hasselblad or a Graflex? See, I know about cameras too. You're not the only one who knows about cameras. And thank you for sending it. Notice the large pointing knife. Thank you for sending it media mail. Don't spend too much on the mailing. Keep away from heat. Very nicely packaged. Let's check it out. Where do I begin with this thing? Okay. Sorry guys. I'm so nervous. I don't even have my acceptance speech ready. Yes, I do. I've been working on it all week. This is kind of the wrong knife for this. This is a knife for, like, gutting a bear. It's not really for vinyl VC. I gotta cut through your beautiful stickers, Mazzy. I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can cut one sticker and leave the other one open. I'm going to not cut the second sticker because it's so cool looking. Ow, now my finger's caught. This is like a Jerry Lewis video. I'm going to go to the back. I peeked in the back earlier and couldn't really get through. What could it be? Something Beatle related. Don't move. Okay, well packed. Okay. Nicely packed. All this cardboard. Oh, there's a little sign from the cardboard. 2 things on here. So he's got his own personal branded stationery. Very cool. Very hip. Maslov. Hey, Greg, you're a winner. My book and promo. Crap? Why does it say crap? It's not crap. It's beautiful. Merchandise. Tony Williams. Tony Williams? I love jazz and Blue Note. Tony Williams, I hope you didn't spend too much money. Got the Jewish guilt about receiving expensive gifts. What's on the back here? XTC Project, under a different name. Crispy copy. Fun album. Just updated. So, Mazzy, you've got offices in London, New York, Paris, Milan, Tel Aviv, Tokyo, Oakland, Bakersfield, Van Nuys. Kidding. Okay. So, this the photographer who did the Tony Williams cover? Because Mazzy works in the photography world. I'm a big fan of photography, but I don't really work in it. He, one of the photography he represented, did some of the Tony Williams album covers. Is this by her? It's like a little postcard thing. We collect postcards here too. Did you know that? I collect cameras, old vintage cameras. My wife collects postcards. She's got like 8 billion postcards. She collects pins. I got a Mazzy pin. Did you guys see my video about the pin that Morrissey wore? In addition to that pin, I can wear the Mazzy pin, or instead of. I don't have a Morrissey pin. My wife probably has a Morrissey pin. But that's funny. A Mazzy pin. How many of you guys are sporting your own Mazzy pin? My Mazzy credit card. It's good at all Mazzy locations. It's his business card. It's very hip stuff. He's got that whole hip San Francisco thing going. Very nice. Very high quality. Artistic and artisanal. Okay. Isn't it fun getting stuff in the mail, guys? And you know what's really fun is getting stuff that was made by the person who sent it to you, as opposed to a $25 gift certificate. So whether he made it or someone he helped out made it, or vice versa. This is a cool poster from the Summer of Love Psychedelic Photography Exposition. Photographers, I probably don't know their names. Norm Maslow, the agent of international intrigue. Tripping helpline. If you guys are tripping out because of this video, is freaking out your LSD brain, there's a hotline you can call. That's a very, very cool artwork, reminiscent of the 60s. Norm Maslow celebrates all this coolness, and these are probably the artists he represents, so I will have to take the time to look at that more carefully. We're just giddy with excitement here, guys. Very well packed, the bubble wrap, but not too much bubble wrap. So this is a real prize, guys. This is a prize that was promised. And I Googled this because when Mazzy said he was involved in a book about the Beatles, I had to check that out, so I know what's going on here. He wrote this. How many of you have gotten a book on the VC by somebody who actually wrote a frickin' book? That's very cool. David Bacon and Norm Maslow. The Beatles, England. So this is like a picture book of the places that the Beatles used to hang out at in England. Oh my God, there's more. There's a postcard from strawberry fields. I'm gonna cherish this forever. I don't even know what Strawberry Field is. Orphanage. I didn't know it was an orphanage. I thought it was a place they grew strawberries. What's a place where they grow depressed children? So this is a picture book, and it's got an awesome inscription. Hey Greg, more Beatles crap for you. Nothing from the Beatles is crap. Well, maybe some of those Ringo albums, but really, Beatles stuff is beautiful. The Beatles, England, there are places I'll remember. That's the name of the book, the subtitle, Places I'll Remember in My Life. Wow. That table of contents is massive. That's a massive attack of table of contents. Do I have enough light in here, guys? It seems like it's a little dark. I'm not going to mess with my aperture. It's too late. A 910 press book. I should know what 910 is. That some cool Beatle reference? Copyright 1982. Wow. I was graduating from some sort of a secondary school that year. So you must have been really young when you wrote this, Mazzy. You're a few years older than me. So I think Mazzy took a lot of these photos. And it's basically, if you go to London, you go to England, Liverpool, and you look at all the places that were important to the Beatles when they were making their records. So there's Abbey Road. There's Paul McCartney. London, Abbey Road. Apple Studio, Abbey Road Studios. The Apple Boutique. I've really not spent any time in London. I've spent a lot of time in Ireland, but this makes you want to go to London and experience all these places. Boy, a lot of cool stuff. Decca Studios, EMI House, Sights from a Hard Day's Night, the Paddington Train Station, the Scala Theatre. Anyway, Heathrow Airport, everyone knows that one. Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, not a Max Museum. I can't spend all day reading this book to you guys because go buy your own copy. Buy your own copy on the Amazon. Helter Skelter. Did you know Helter Skelter? When you get to the bottom, you go to the top of the slide, and then you turn and you go for a ride. Something like that. It's an actual slide in England. I knew about that. And coincidentally, the Manson family killed people right up the street here. Bizarro. There's more, guys. There's something that looks like a record in here. Over and above. Didn't need to do that. Why is there a record in here? There might be more than one record. The prize was the book. He wrote the book. He's got the book. He's got a couple copies left. Tony Williams. Now, I'm a big jazz fan, you guys, by the way. Tony Williams, one of the great jazz drummers, played in kind of one of the Miles Davis bands later on. And Mazzy's photographer person took this photography. I can't see her name because of my glasses, but Mazzy represents the photographer that took this cover. So that is very cool. I'm getting stuff that's like personalized and personal. Best kind of gift ever, guys. It's not even my birthday. I won a contest. Tony Williams, Native Heart. What year? I don't know. Oh, it's a Blue Note. Oh my goodness. It's one of the more recent Blue Notes. Can't really see it, but Blue Note. I did a video about modern Blue Note a few months ago, guys. Blue Note Records still has great artists on there, making great modern jazz. The Dukes of the Stratosphere. That, as I happen to know this because my wife is nuts with the XTC. Dukes of the Stratosphere is a special project by XTC. But I thought that was some sort of Beatles trip out, looking at it through the bubble, the LSD bubble wrap. I thought, wow, that's some sort of Beatles thing I've never seen before. No, very psychedelic, trippy. It is the Dukes of the Stratosphere, and I don't know this record, but I know them, and I certainly love XTC. Let's see. I can't read too much with my bad eyesight in this dark room, but that's very cool. I got an unexpected record, Dukes of the Stratosphere. Nice looking vinyl, mate. Can you see the lovely lady on there? Very tasteful though. Very nice psychedelic Dukes of the Stratosphere. The artwork is great on this too, by the way. Do you know who did the artwork? Mazzy, is it your artwork? Because it's a bit of 25 o'clock, and you got the clocks. You got all these clocks, and you got this psychedelic, trippy, very interesting cover art. Very reminiscent of Yellow Submarine. I don't know if there's any connection there. Wow. Bits of England, bits of India, the giraffe. Virgin Records 1985. Beautiful cover. Thank you, Mazzy. More than I was entitled to. I won my prize, fair and square. He threw in some goodies and little extras. That does make your VC presence extra special. So guys, I hope you're subscribing to me. Oh, I forgot to see, I was gonna go get some gin and cheers with the gin. All I had was red wine. Cheap red wine in a dirty glass. Mazzy does a lot of mixology, but he only makes one drink. Gin martini. You don't have to say gin martini. If you say martini, you know it's gin. I agree. Love a good gin martini. Ordered one last week at the Jazz Club. Ordered a Sapphire. It was very good. Alright guys, thank you Mazzy. Guys, subscribe to Mazzy. All about photography. He has a massive knowledge of records, Beatles, the 60s, the 70s, photography. But I'm going to play you a record because in addition to this bounty of great stuff, thank you Mazzy, I found this at a thrift store today and I knew nothing about it. It's a French film. Somebody dropped off a bunch of French stuff at the thrift shop, at the Goodwill. And Un homme et une femme, A Man and a Woman, was a famous movie. I guess mid-60s. And I'm not that familiar with the movie, but it won, I think, Academy Award for Best Foreign Flick. I just love the cover. Most of the stuff you see at the Goodwill is, you know, junk. Andre Costolance, Ray Conniff. Very hip 60s noirish sort of cover. And I could tell it was a soundtrack. And Claude Lelouch. And music by Francis Lai. He did Love Story. And there's a song on here you guys would recognize. I'm going to play it for you and keep talking. Don't move. Very Frenchy. Can you hear it? La la la, la la. You've heard this song. It's the title track. Can you hear it? Yeah, you can hear it. So, I just like the artwork, like the cover. If you guys know anything about this record, let me know, because I don't. Other than what I read on Wikipedia about 15 minutes ago. It's got a cool little sticker up here. Trying to focus it for you. It's a little gold foil sticker. Librairie de France from the La Maison François at the Rockefeller Center, 5th Avenue, New York. So there's this famous building called the French House in Manhattan. And I guess they bought this at a gift store or something there, but that's kind of cool. It's got the name of the person who donated it. He or she donated a bunch of records to the Goodwill. Strautner. Trippy old 60s film. And the record is trashed. It's really not in very good shape, but it was 99 cents. So guys, amazing day here at the Vinyl Rundown. Long video, sorry. The Beatles, England, by Norman Maslov and his partner David Bacon. Art partner. Collaborative partner. Great pictures about every place the Beatles touched in their movies and their videos and their different history, clubs, stores, houses, schools, you name it. Thank you, Mazzy. Thank you, Vinyl Watcher. Hey, why am I wearing a cassette today? I don't know. That's an odd anti-coincidence. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to both me and Mazzy, the two older gentlemen of the VC. Talk to you soon. La 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 la.